Uh-oh.
Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and after a long 2-week layoff, we're sort of kind of healthy back again. But anyways, guys, it's time to talk about sports. Let's go.
Yes,
I am
sir.
here tonight, joined by Trigger Trey Parker, who's off screen, with Jeff D, as in D's nuts. Aaron Rodgers is dead in the water, and I'm also joined by the OG meteorologist Marco. How's it going, fellas?
Pretty good,
Pretty
man.
good. Pretty good.
All right.
Well,
Well,
I
I
wouldn't say Jeff
mean,
is having a fun time, but
hey, we can't talk all negativity just yet. I want to. I really do, because that's what this episode's about. It's basically week 8 overreactions, but we're gonna be talking about a lot of failures in the season so far. And not just football, we're talking about baseball, we're talking about basketball, and basketball just started last week. So if we already have some failures there, shit's about to go down. So before we go into the negatives, let's talk about some positives. Marco, talk to me about some things. We have been off for 2 weeks. Talk to me about something good sports related wise, a play, a moment, Mahomes is undefeated, whatever you want to go with. Talk to me.
yeah. I mean, I'm super excited about my team. The Chiefs are undefeated up until now. We had a good win against the Raiders. Saw D Hop catch about 2 passes. Got to get them settled into the offense. So having D Hop on our team is going to help us out in our depth, especially after losing a couple of receivers this season.
Mhm.
Still undefeated. Mahomes playing a little bit better each week. Has some another lousy interception, but on a positive note, our defense is playing outstanding. We added a defensive end here, or a linebacker, I should say. He kind of plays a lot of things, but he's gonna add to our depth on defense, and Spag should use him accordingly. It should be awesome.
All right, nice. And Jeff, I mean, we know we have to talk about some funeral arrangements. We know we got to talk about some really dark times for any team you cheer for. But give me something positive about the last week or two. Just give me
Yeah.
something good.
I won't go with the obvious one with that Hail Mary because I know we'll talk about that. But I just the Spurs started, and then there's a young, scrappy team. They're fun to watch. Even without Vassell, we've been competitive. I like what I see with Castle. His offense game is nice, and then I didn't know he could defend like that. He's a real good defender.
Yeah.
And we've been in all the games that we've been playing. We played Dallas. The runners up, and we gave them a little run. Houston and us been feisty. We almost won both games, and they're fully healthy, right? So, and they paid a lot of guys on their team a lot of money. We play them again next week. I think I'll be at that game November 6th over here in Houston. And it's been fun having basketball back along with football and everything. It's been busy lately, and I don't watch baseball. I can only imagine my schedule with that, but yeah, I'm very happy NBA's back. I'm excited about the Spurs team.
Trigger Trey, your Broncos are 5-3, but I don't know if that's what you want to talk about. Give me some positive vibes from the last week or two.
No, it's been good, man. Again, we're a young squad. We're rebuilding. It's cool to see the momentum. Mind you, we played some teams like the Panthers, but my thing is the positive notes from Knicks. Man, he had some dots on Sunday. That one of my favorite clips that I saw was that one that he threw to the tight end right over that linebacker or safety.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch, they pan to that back camera, and dude, I'm talking about like just a dot right over that dude's hand. He's ballsy, but he's making great plays. And then he's also smart, right? He's making plays with his legs. So I have a lot of hope for the potential future, man. I know the big question is free agency. Like, I kind of hope we go after somebody. I really, really want Njoku. Low key, Njoku on our squad would be kind of disgusting, and help him grow. But I understand if we don't, right? Because we're still trying to rebuild mode. Cool.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for the future. I don't think we're going to do too much. But hell, the way we're rolling right now, who knows?
Hey, tell me, bro. And of course, I'll say for me, obviously, you just brought up the Spurs. That's fun. But the greatest thing I could say is that the Patriots have put that final burial to the damn Aaron Rodgers Jets. That it was my team, this mediocre, shouldn't even be allowed to be talked about team, beat that ass at home 25-22. I mean, it's not it's not boots to asses, right? But hell, it felt good watching them win that game on Sunday. I will not lie. So I do appreciate my Patriots pulling through like that. But there were some nice UFC fights on Saturday as well. But I'm sorry, Marco. Did I bring the vibe down to you? I know Max Holloway's one of
watching
your
that
boys.
fight on my way to New Orleans, and I'm watching that fight on my phone, and I swear, when I see Max get KO'd, I felt like my soul left my body. Literally, my soul left. Jose knows I've been a Max Holloway fan forever. I love that guy. So it hurt. It hurt bad. Really bad.
It definitely might have hurt a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's he's been one of those best fighters in the world, and he took a lot of punishment over his years, and he just got a fresh young lion in the cage this past weekend. So it tends to happen, Marco. It always does. That's how I feel about Volk. That's how I feel about Volk.
Respect to Ilya.
Yeah,
Ilya
Taporia is a real danger, and we'll see what it goes in his future. Alex, what's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, man. So give me some positive vibes from the last week or two. I know we haven't been on, but give me some good positive vibes that you, at least from sports-wise, have seen or enjoyed.
My son just scored his first goal last Saturday.
Hey, yo. Nice.
Hey, nice.
And it's kind of it was a pretty like cool moment because he's one of the youngest ones on this team. So like it was pretty cool because you could tell like the kids that shouldn't be playing like in that league because they're like super young, and then the other ones that are like obviously bigger. But it was cool. Addison got a rebound and he shot it and he scored a goal.
Nice. There you go, nephew. Good shit, buddy. Good shit.
Good stuff.
But Alex, I did want to start with this. I was waiting for you. I know I put it in the rundown as the last thing to talk about, but I know Game 4 is about to start, if it's not already started. I do want to hear about how you feel about the World Series between the Dodgers and the Yankees. Obviously, they're two legendary teams as far as historic-wise, but it's been a one-sided beatdown so far in this World Series matchup.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Obviously, Game 1 was probably one of the best Game 1s that we have seen in a long time. With Freddie Freeman, I know a lot of people were coming after the Yankees for walking to get to Freddie. Obviously, I mean, I was okay with it to loading up the bases because Freddie has been hitting under 200 and he's injured. So that was really like after whenever he hit a home run, I'm like, damn, that was his first home run during the postseason. So, yeah, for the Yankees, it's kind of crazy because that whole lineup has hot bats, man, and they just can't seem to come alive. Notably is Judge. I mean, Judge is one of your best players, and he's hitting under. I think he's hitting under 200 right now, and it's hurting them bad. Stanton can't. I don't know why they sent him. They sent Stanton on that throwdown. They got him by a mile. I don't know if people were like, was that in slow mo? But yeah. I think the Dodgers are playing on a real high right now with obviously one of their legends that passed away.
Jeff is either frozen or he is in a really good mood right now.
I think he's frozen.
But yeah, man, it kind of
Houston Wi-Fi.
It kind of sucks. So I was hoping it was going to be back and forth. Towards the end, last night we probably saw a little bit more drama in the ninth inning with Verdugo hitting a home run at the very end. You could see it in their face, like damn, like this is it. I don't know if you guys been paying attention to baseball like for a really long time, but whenever the Red Sox were down 3-0, you could tell like that Red Sox team, even though being down 0-3, like you could tell there was still fight in that Boston team. Right now, I don't even think Yankees have that fight right now. Their bullpen is what's really killing them.
Well, I think Freddie Freeman just hit another home run, so that's he did. So
is that 4 games in a row?
It sounds like the Dodgers are gonna sweep this one and take it to the house.
It's crazy that people are saying too, like let Dodgers want to lose this game so they can win at home. I think if they lose this game, there's still one more in New York.
There's still one more in New York, yeah.
So,
I would want to sweep the fucking Yankees, bro. Fuck them.
But like in baseball, you do not want to give one team a little bit of edge because
no momentum.
no
Nope, not at
momentum
all.
whatsoever. Don't let one team win one at all. Because
And I
Yeah,
got
we saw that in the first game.
and they're in New York right now watching the game. I want to text and be like,
Oh.
"Man, y'all went to go watch them get
Nah.
swept." or what?"
Well, we saw it in the first game, right? They gave them a little bit of life, and they took off and ran with it. The Dodgers. It was. I mean,
Hey,
people thought Shohei was gonna be the one that come up to the play on that in that extra inning to come see it, but you got a fly ball out. Next up was Freddie Freeman. Nobody was expecting that. It was kind of crazy.
low
And
key,
to see it happen live, it was pretty awesome.
that clip of old boy running slow as shit.
Stan. Yeah, I don't.
He was moving in slow motion, bro.
He's really slow around the base pad. I have no. Whenever they send him, I was like, "What are you guys doing?" They send him, and yeah, people were like, "Was that in slow
I
motion?"
saw that clip and I was dying laughing. I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Like Jose said, I don't have no dog in this fight, but like, I really wanted a good series. We saw a good game one, game two.
We wanted something more than what we're getting.
Yeah, game three was okay at the ninth inning.
Ironically, just because of the Yankees, I don't mind it.
I like Aaron Judge, but Aaron Judge right now is playing
ass, bro.
Dude, he's like, what would you say is a good analogy or a good a player to compare to Aaron Judge, like in another sport?
He's playing like how when Nick Young shot that 3 ball, turned around and thought it was in.
That
was bounced out. That's Aaron Judge in the playoffs.
He has a batting average of like 1 point.
No, it's I think I saw it was like 0.89 or something like that.
It's even worse than I thought. Jesus,
it's really bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
and what's hurting the Yankees is fucking not hitting when runners are on scoring position. So
yeah, man, it's kind of like.
Did you have like a little bit of hope last night when they hit that 2-score run?
Yeah, because Rizzo was up and like, dude, everybody knows Rizzo's like even with 2 strikes, he could hit, and then he got on. I think there was an out after that, and then Alex Verdugo came on. And that dude was a power bat. He came from Boston too, and then dude, that looked clean right off the right off the rib. I was like, damn, it's gonna be interesting.
Well, hopefully, those Yankee fans that are
what's the score right now?
2-0.
Dodgers up, right?
Yeah, Dodgers are up. Bottom of the second, 1 out, Yanks.
I saw Mookie Betts fighting with some fans after he caught a ball.
Yeah, that's what I just got.
Y'all see Lonzo Ball just sprained his wrist?
Yeah, he's already out 10 days or 10 games, whatever it is.
But it was pretty cool.
It's probably from the first shot that he shot.
Oh my god! Hey man, just because he's fragile doesn't mean he can't ball. I mean, no, he can't.
No, I'm just laughing at what's his face's shot now. What the fuck? Who's the one that shot just now? Mikal Bridges? Is it Bridges?
Yeah, Mikal Bridges, his new shot.
God, the thing is so.
Oh yeah, that was so weird. He changed it.
It worked for Lonzo.
I'm not gonna lie, like if it works for you, cool, but it's still ugly.
Bridges' shot wasn't broken.
I don't understand why he changed that could ball.
He could ball, but that shot is ugly as shit.
Hey, Alex, Lonzo's looking nice.
Well, he played good before he got
IR.
Well, no, I know he played good, but after these 3 years of being out, what?
Shit. He interfield, about to score from second. Oh no, they held him at third.
Wait, Lonzo Ball is back?
Yeah,
Lonzo was
Lonzo
Ball was back, and now he's already hurt.
He's hurt again? Already?
Yeah, he sprained his wrist. He's out 10 games.
Yeah,
they rested him the second game.
That's what it was. They rested him.
They rested him in the same game, and I was kind of mad. I was like, damn, they need to play him. But I think they won. They beat Milwaukee. They beat some good teams, and I think they lost to the Pelicans.
Almost out of the park, yo. That was about to be a 2-2 ball game.
Yeah, but now LaMelo can ball, man. That boy is.
That boy's nice.
That boy can ball. I ain't
He's
gonna
not mature though.
Imagine brother if he could just stay healthy.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
He missed a lot of time last year too, but man, when he's playing, I didn't think he was going to be that good.
I didn't either. Low key, I was a big hater of him. I'll admit that to the day. I was a big hater of him, but he can ball.
All right, so I don't have a fucking TV in my in this room, this craft room.
I gotta get off the pod.
Yeah, I'm watching the fucking now.
Alex, I'm surprised for this episode that you're not in the garage. With
I was. That's why it took me so long to come in here. But it got fucking hot, and then Addison kept on coming in and out because he has his race car tracks in there. So like, I told Jasmine, I'm gonna just do it in the room.
Yeah. So, but guys, I mean, I'm glad that we are feeling because I feel like we've talked about it before that basketball is dying down for us. And I mean, obviously it still is, right? The way the game's played today versus how it was us growing up, it maybe doesn't feel as fun or exciting.
For me, it doesn't for sure.
No, especially when you got teams like Boston taking 60, 30 3-point shots a game, and it's just like, okay, you're just heaving the ball for fun.
Yep.
So we'll get into some basketball talk in a bit. I don't know if y'all made the list that I asked y'all to make, but if you didn't, it's fine. I completely understand. It's not.
I forgot about it, bro.
I knew it. It's like in my head. I was like, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I looked at it like 5 minutes before I came on, just to refresh.
Run one in.
Well, let's talk about some football. Let's talk about some important matchups that happened this weekend. Obviously, we had the number 1 and number 2 draft pick teams go head to head this past weekend in the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Commanders. And for the most part, what I would say is, for me, I felt like it was a more defensive battle. Maybe some lackluster offense on both sides. There were some penalties called back, some touchdowns on Washington's side. For the first half, the Bears really couldn't get the ball going. I think Caleb only had about 33 yards passing in the first half, which, is not good for him, especially as a kid who's like trying to like dispel some negative thoughts or negative, talks from people after the first 3 games of the season. But in the end, it came down to some nice running the ball. DeAndre Swift scored a touchdown. Rashawn Johnson scored a touchdown. And the Washington Commanders, they scored 4 field goals. And obviously the game-ending Hail Mary was huge. Trey, I'm going to start with you, man. How did you feel overall between these 2 rookie matchups? How did you feel about both quarterbacks in this game after it all said and done?
I mean, like you said, there was a lot of high power at the beginning in the sense of the drives, and then it just kind of puttered out. It could be a shout out to the defenses, or it could be a shout out to them just being rookies. Obviously, we've seen what both of them can do this year. 2 different teams, 2 different setups. I'm not gonna lie, Jayden Daniels has been fucking lights out. That kid is playing with his freaking head in the sky, dude. I don't get how he's playing so damn good with Washington, but it's nice to see Caleb playing a little bit better than I anticipated originally, so that's good. But it was a good game overall. I wish there would have been a little bit more drive finishing scores instead of just field goals.
Marco, your overall grade I want to hear is for both quarterbacks. Obviously, you've shared your experiences and your feelings about Caleb before, and but maybe like over time, like after a few games, he got maybe a better grade for your better feeling. After this game, what are your grade levels for them right now? Like, okay, well, not grade. What would you say their tier level of playing is right now compared to all the other quarterbacks in the league? Like, S tier is the best, A, B, C, D, F. How would you feel about them right now?
I think let's start off with Caleb. I think Caleb has tend to prove a lot of people wrong over the last couple of weeks, and I think as he gets a little bit feel for the game and feel for the defenses and reading coverages and things like that, and maybe also his players playing a little bit better and catching the football. But I think Caleb has shown like really good at times, really good moments, and I will go back to the 4th quarter of this game where he picked it up in the 4th quarter, and that's what you want to see out of your quarterback. Overall, I think it was a kind of a lackluster game, lackluster maybe performance, especially in those first 3 quarters for Caleb. I would say he's like more in a C tier right now of quarterback. I think he could still make some pretty good improvements in the next couple of weeks. We also we tend to be a little bit more critical about some players, and also sometimes it's good to give them their props when they're doing better. And I think he's one of them. I think he's shown over the course of the next couple of weeks that he continues to show that he has a lot to his game. I like the one specific play that he rolled out to the sideline and sidearmed it back across the middle of the field and picked up good yards on an important down there for the Bears. And those are the things you like to see out of your quarterback, especially for a franchise that's kind of starting from new with him. And it's been good. And as far as Washington, Jayden Daniels, like Trey said, he's been playing lights out every week. And I don't think a lot of people anticipated it. But having Cliff there as his OC has a lot to do with it, I think. Cliff has been known to be with a lot of great quarterbacks and to develop them into really, really, really good quarterbacks like Like for instance, Mahomes, he was with them at Tech, and I think that Jayden Daniels also has a trust of his coaches, and he's able to go out there and play kind of like with not as much pressure. Because I think Caleb Williams has had more pressure than Jayden, and Jayden's been able to flourish in that, kind of taking the pressure off of him and kind of doing a little bit better. And I think Jayden's more so in that higher B tier quarterback right now. This game, I feel like he was still trying, and it was a little bit more tougher with him with a good defense the Bears has. But overall, I think it was a great show, and that Hail Mary was crazy.
It was definitely crazy for Jayden. I mean, it's not crazy. I'll say it's the first real defensive challenge he's had all season. And we all have agreed for the most part the Bears have had a top 5 defense. And if you eliminate the one Hail Mary play or even the last 2 plays of the game, where there's a lot of criticism for those last 2 plays, you really give it up to the Bears holding them down to 4 field goals the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's huge. Jeff, as an NFC East fan, in the Dallas Cowboys, you're watching a rival team blossom, really like go all out. How impressed are you with the Washington Commanders, with this year? Because I know for a fact none of us had them in this position. That's what, 6-2 after 8 weeks? Hell no. So how did you feel about them?
Yeah, nah, I'm very impressed. They've been sitting there like, at the bottom of the division for a while now. They've been rebuilding. They've had horrible quarterbacks. I can't even name one. And they were just waiting, right? I guess they were building up their team, and they finally got, top draft pick and got Jayden, and they're looking good, right? They're they've always had what's his name, McLaurin. They've had some receivers, but yeah, I like, for their defense to shut down Chicago for most of that game, I wasn't expecting that, right? Like their D's actually decent, and then Jayden Daniels looks like he's playing above his age. He's like calm and collective, and he's throwing like, man, he was moving the ball a lot that game, especially in the beginning. There was one touchdown pass that was dropped at the very end. Is Zach Ertz their tight end? Yeah, that he had it all the way to the ground, and then the guy hit it out of his hands, and then they called it not a catch.
A touchdown myself.
Yeah, I thought it was a touchdown, but I mean, there was opportunities, but yeah, I mean, Chicago does have a stingy D, you know what I mean? And but man, even at the end, like he was still being able to move the ball. It's crazy how it's just weird to me how good he is, as a rook like that.
Man.
It's insane. So yeah, it's impressive, and yeah, of course, there's a little jealousy, right? Like I wish we, I like, that's the way you do it though now, right? You fucking tank for a couple of years, get a good QB, and then you go wreck it, and that's your little window. And yeah, like I'm very impressed with the Redskins with Washington.
You're fine. No, I don't think at this point really anyone cares. It's what you grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Trey, are you offended?
No. I want to ask a question, and I want everybody to be kind of realistic with it. The way Justin Fields played in the first few games as a Steelers, do you think he would have been better with the Bears or worse than they are now? Realistically.
Who?
So he said Justin Fields. If Fields was in Caleb's position,
the way he's been playing at Pittsburgh the first couple weeks, do you think it would have been a better off deal for Chicago?
With how I've been critical about Shane Waldron's, coaching on as an offensive coordinator, I don't think Justin Fields looked as good in Chicago as he's looking right now with Pittsburgh. Mainly because you saw how sometimes, and I know Alex has been critical about how Caleb was playing, holding onto the ball a few weeks, even in this game, but just the fact that I honestly I thought Justin was done with Chicago in certain ways, and with the coaching.
Yeah,
he vented frustration with them last year early on, and it was something the media tried to make bigger than it was. But I think in truth, it was Justin was tired because he didn't. I don't think he felt like they believed in him as much as how he was playing with Pittsburgh. Do I think Pittsburgh should have benched him? No, but I understand.
Yeah,
why
that's what I was asking because of that issue.
but I would say that I think we probably have the same results with Justin as we do with Caleb. Neither of I don't think in the position it is right now, neither of them would have blossomed out more with anything different with Shane Waldron there.
Okay, I respect that.
I think we would have. I think we could have beat Houston if if he was there. Because I mean, more of like the sacks came from Caleb's just not as fast as Justin. He's not an athlete like him. So and in our running game just would have been better. That's it's pretty much.
But that's how you feel right now, also with Russ, right? Where there's plays that Russ
Yeah,
gets trapped
'cause
in, but
But the
Justin
but
would have
the but
escaped.
the running game would have been better. Why? Because Justin,
He could
because
because of
scramble.
the fear of the
you could implement like a zone or trap runs with
Totally.
or
that makes sense.
or bubble.
And I think that's why I'm asking overall, because there are certain things that you can do with Caleb that you can't with Justin, and then vice versa, right? So that's
Exactly.
why I was curious.
And that's why I said that's the only thing that would have been different. Was just our running game because and at the earlier Jose, I think somebody in this panel said that at the beginning of the year our running game wasn't good.
Wasn't that you?
No, I don't. No, I don't think it was somebody from the People's Debate.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you were critical about DeAndre Swift.
Yeah,
You thought they should be Roshan more than him
but
or Khalil Herbert. But I do remember you being very critical about them.
the running game just wasn't there at the beginning of the year. I mean, it's obviously gotten better. But.
Okay. I just want to ask.
But I guess right now I'm going to open it up to you, Alex. I want you to let out what you feel about the game. Obviously, it's your team. It's the Bears. It's your coaching staff, which I know I was critical about when you were like not really taking like. So for people out there, I was critical that I hated the coaching decisions at the end of the game, not just the final drive on the defense, but some of the decisions like giving the old lineman the ball to run it in, and obviously it turned into a fumble and shit like that. You can blame Caleb because of how he passed it off, or you can blame it on coaching, however you want. But to be honest, it's like I think Caleb put it how he feels like he puts it with his running backs and with the linemen. I mean, he had a panic attack afterwards. Like he was
I think the lineman play wasn't. I don't think it was a bad play. The bad play call was the fade route. I think it was the drive after.
It was the down. I thought it was the down before that.
No, it was the drive after that because I think right after that play, that's when we gave it to Roshan and he scored. But yeah, I wasn't too crazy. I mean, I wasn't gonna blame
the fumble.
Yeah, because I knew right away. We're watching the game here. Me and my brother-in-law, two of my brother-in-laws, were like that. We knew right away. We were like, dude, that was Caleb's fault. We knew it, and then obviously they showed the replay, and he gave the ball up high, where it's a goal line, which is like 2 yards away. You never want to give a ball, high. But after that play, I was like, man, Washington wasn't really doing anything offensively towards the end of the game. Defensively, prior to the Hail Mary, I mean, they were just playing too high shell the whole game, just giving Jayden everything underneath. So I think they played a great game plan for not having Brisker or Gordon. Honestly, I wasn't even mad that we lost because we should have never even been in that position to even win the fucking game. As bad as we played offensively, and then defensively, we're playing all right. I don't think we're playing the best because obviously we didn't get any turnovers, and that's what this team thrives on is getting turnovers. We caused one on the very first kickoff, but it ball didn't roll the Bears' way. But yeah, I wasn't even upset that we lost the game. I was like, dude, we weren't even supposed to be in that position to win the fucking game at all.
I'm gonna ask you what's been popular, this debate among the crazy better or freaking Barstool fans. I'm gonna ask you. Did the Chicago Bears fuck up on a generational talent like Jayden Daniels by drafting Caleb Williams?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, the only thing that Jayden really did was just to me was escape pressure more than Caleb did. There was one play I think Sweat went to go. He was about to get a sack, and Jayden just jumped over him. But then I was like, dude, he's so fucking like his legs are so tiny. I was like, damn, dude, like if they hit him, like he's literally gonna be out.
I will say, Alex, I'm very impressed with Jayden Daniels after this game because he was coming in with a rib injury. Didn't practice all week. I think he only practiced Friday. And so him coming in and basically putting up nearly 400 scrimmage yards. And while, yes, the Hail Mary like really bailed him out, right? Especially with Tyreek Stevenson fucking showboating the last 2 plays of the game and fucking tipping the ball straight into Noah Brown's hand. I'm just impressed with this kid's bravado, to be honest with you. But I think you're right. I don't think Chicago made a mistake drafting Caleb. I just think not everybody was in love with Jayden Daniels as maybe I was or LSU fans were, hoping that he be as great as we thought he would be. And I think he showed out this year. I think he's solidified offensive rookie of the year, unless you really want to go with Joe Alt, which I would not debate.
One thing too is that like Caleb was missing a lot of throws. One that really stuck out to me was the one to Keenan Allen on the bubble screen. He had him open, and I think Tony Romo was like, "That's a big play for like 20 yards." There was nobody out there besides one defender who was blocked by DJ Moore.
Yeah, when that was
and he's done that. He's done that a couple of times this year.
Yeah, he just
overthrows.
He overthrew it because he thought that the play was going to be dead already.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was one to Roma Doomsday, and Roma Doomsday needs to settle on that play, and obviously Caleb thought that he was going to settle, but Rome just carried out the I think it was like a deep over route, and it looked like a zone.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
Caleb threw it where he was supposed to be at. He was supposed to settle, but the receiver kept on going because the receiver thought it was man.
And I think
miscues like that it still needs to be, that's stuff that will get kinked out throughout the season.
Yep.
Knowing if they're on the same page, if they see the same defense, like okay, the receiver, you see what I'm seeing.
Real quick for those interested in the baseball game, it's 2-1 Dodgers, bottom of the third. And base, he got hit. I thought bases were loaded, but they're saying first and third.
Yeah, hit the knob. Hit the knob.
Hit his knuckle, bro. You didn't see that?
But they're saying it hit the knob.
Yeah.
Wow.
So first,
I think Alex,
with one out.
Were you talking about that fade route? I don't know who it was to, but it was definitely overthrown. It went out of bounds, but the defender did hit him. If that ball was catchable, it probably would have been PI. You're talking about that one?
Not the one to Keenan Allen, the one that's
I think it was down the middle of the field. If I'm thinking of the one he's thinking of.
No, I was thinking about the one after the Kramer fumble. The very next drive they went down.
And it was in the corner of the end zone, though, right?
Yeah, it was in the left side. The left
side.
Yeah, I think he
overthrew it.
Yeah, he overthrew it.
Yeah. And I think if that ball would have been more catchable, I think if he would have not have thrown it as far, if they would have been in the catcher's radius, I think it would have been a flag.
Okay.
I think personally, it would have been a flag.
I mean, it was okay though because Roshan scored the very next play.
All right,
loaded, boys.
All right, we got some comments, fellas, from our fam here. Milton's hopping in from the People's Debate. Hot take, football-wise, Jameis only loses one game. Damn. I know Milton thought the Browns would go far this season, and I don't know, maybe he's hoping that Jameis Winston can make it happen.
I don't know what their schedule looks like going forward.
Shout out to Trey's Broncos.
Dude, the Broncos are playing good defense, bro.
Washington defense is most definitely looking better. I mean, obviously with Dan Quinn, with that team, obviously
it was only going to go.
It was only going to go up.
Yeah.
And Dallas is missing him right now so bad.
Oh, dude. We can get into that right now. I think you're going to get into it, right?
I am. Better coaching from Washington. Absolutely. I completely agree. I do. I think that team had a better, even offensive scheme, just better coach. I'm not a fan of Shane Waldron.
Did you see Jayden Daniels' post-game interview? As soon as after the Hail Mary, he walks up, and he's just like the most calm person on the field, dude. He's just like
very cool,
professional, bro. Just like another game, like we did it, okay, but like let's move on. Like it's pretty cool to see.
He's like the Nikola Jokic of football. He's just
fucking chilling, bro. And I see him smiling, like he's just smiling, like he's making that drive, and he's like smiling about to get the ball, and he's like just fucking out there, bro, just balling. It's pretty cool, like. It's just cool to see a player like that.
I just want to say again, I believe Jayden Daniels has looked good. I know people are criticizing his body size. but man, I wish he had fallen to 3. But
That's right.
but I do think like even now, I mean, I know he got hurt and concussed in the game, but Drake May has impressed me this season so far, and the limited time he's been
made
out
some
there.
great
Hey, Jose,
plays.
is the
That
defense
scramble
off?
for the touchdown was nice, bro.
Yeah, was that Margo?
Is the defense soft?
The defense was definitely played better. They played harder. They should have beaten the Jaguars if they had played. Like
You know why I'm asking that?
Because Gerard Mayo called them soft, publicly and privately.
What'd you think about that?
I loved it. I think you should call them out for what it is. I mean,
There
at the
you
end of the day,
Okay.
if you're not coming out to play in that championship mentality that he has, because Gerard Mayo is a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
He
Paid
is.
millions to this shit.
Yes, and you know y'all are paid. Y'all are privileged. Y'all are having the right to be out there. One of the 32 teams to be playing out there, and I think he made the right mentality. I know Belichick and Brady were not exactly fans of that. I get it in a way as guys who were there in that locker room for 20 years. They have some feelings about it. But this is Gerard Mayo's team now. This is how he should be talking to them.
Grand slam Yankees, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
Grand fucking slam. Gosh,
Man,
damn.
you were just talking about that, Alex.
And Anthony Rizzo had popped up with one out with guys on.
Damn, grand fucking slam.
Hey,
This is
shout out my boy Joe right here, the sports mailman. He is a Yankee fan, so he is definitely wanting this. I know him much. It hurts.
So what is it, 5-2 or what's the score?
5-2. Bottom of the third, 5-2, 2 outs.
Damn, but it's still early. So
Listen to Trey. I will help you with the scores.
Yeah, there you go. This is Trigger Trey Parker.
Dude, that was a line drive too. That was fucking nasty.
And then Steezy in the comments, he sent out a red finger #1 emoji, but you can't see it here. It's on YouTube only. And to answer Trey's question from earlier, Milton says no about Justin Fields. Our boy Cody's in the house. He says, amazing as always, fellas. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. And it says, I think Rizzo for a hit, though. I took Rizzo for a hit. Okay. All
Me
right.
too. You fucking Rizzo's always getting on. But
Yeah. So, guys, check out our friends, The People's Debate, tomorrow night, 7:30. Definitely got some, week 8, week 9 discussions about to go down. So, we'll talk to them tomorrow night. But tonight, let's get into it. We have some funerals too. We got some teams to bury, and they both are related to Jeff D. Lujan. The Dallas Cowboys, the New York Jets. I don't know about y'all, but after this episode, we no longer have to talk about those teams until they hit over 500. I'm dead ass serious about this, guys. We never have to talk about Aaron Rodgers and this mediocre ass, GOAT talk ever again, Jeff. We never have to talk about Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys, and this trash ass, team that they've been playing as. I'm sick and tired of, and this is our fault. A lot of us hyped of what they could be this year. Dallas last year looked good offensively in the regular season, beating a bunch of tomato cans, and then this year they can't even fucking. They beat the Steelers. That's their most impressive win. But other than that, fuck them. Like, damn. Like, we'd never have to talk about them again. Aaron Rodgers, what a joke. I mean, I know he's coming off an Achilles tear and all that shit. But, Jeff, you had him at number 2 quarterback, so I'm just enjoying this. I'm so glad the Patriots buried his ass. I'm so glad their season's over. I'm so fucking happy. The Jets are the most overrated poverty franchise ever heard of in this lifetime. I can't believe how much they talked this fucking season and last year. Oh, if only we had a quarterback. Only if we had a quarterback. Get the fuck out of here. You don't deserve a quarterback. You did better with Zach Wilson than you're doing with Aaron fucking Rodgers. That bad man. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, someone else take the microphone. I'm done with this shit.
So what are we talking about? Are we talking the Cowboys or the Jets? What are we talking
Both.
about?
We buried both of them. I don't give a fuck.
Well, let's talk about, since you just said it. So what happened with the Jets, right? So, like you said, Aaron Rodgers, what do you want me to say, right? So he's 40 years old, coming off of Achilles injury, and I think that was it,
That's not
right?
what you said before the season. You ever make this right?
Yeah, but he's still a decent fucking quarterback. He has the same stats as CJ Stroud. He's serviceable. He put them in the position to win the game. Hey, this is the second game the kicker cost them. Kicker missed a field goal, got blocked an extra point. That's 4 points right there. They had to go for 2. That's 5 points right there. They lost another game because he missed 2 easy bunnies. That's 2 games. Their defense is atrocious. Like it goes all on Aaron Rodgers. I
don't think their
understand
defense is atrocious.
It's horrible.
Me neither. I don't think
I
their
don't think
defense
their
is
defense.
Have y'all been watching that?
I think they have a top 15 defense.
Marco. Let me ask you this: when has the defense been in the spotlight throughout the whole season? Now that who's gone? Who's not there no more? Now all of a sudden the defense is terrible.
Oh, Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was
Sala,
who,
Sala,
who was
Cochina de Rana.
Hey, Rodgers didn't fire him. That was the owner's. That was the owner.
Oh,
That was the owner.
No. Before you start talking about the defense, let's talk about the true culprit of the situation, because it's definitely not the defense. If you see what they're ranked on the defense, I think they're top 15 in like every single statistic you can think of on defense.
Probably not no more.
No, yes, they are. I promise you. Go look it up right now, and now I'll pull it up.
Top 15 couldn't stop Brissett on that last drive, 2 third down and like 15s.
When your fucking offense isn't scoring points, what do you expect them to do when they're on the field all the time? It's hard.
You can't stop Brissett.
You
Your
don't
top
get your
15
defense
defense
a
that
break.
can't stop Brisket.
Let me tell you something.
On.
No, come on, bro. You got the Jets got Aaron Rodgers at the helm. You got Breece Hall at running back. You got fucking Devontae Adams now. You got Garrett Wilson. You have all these fucking players, and you can't score points. You can't score points. You're averaging like 18 points a game. It's fucking horrendous.
They had Devontae Adams for 2 games. 2 games. And who wasn't a big Devontae Adams fan when we did our right receiver rankings? Y'all told me he was good.
No.
Y'all told me he was good.
No.
did.
Marco, I got him. I got his bitch ass right here. I got him. This motherfucker said, no, as long as he's playing with ass quarterbacks like Derek Carr and Gardner Minshew, Devontae Adams will never be a top 10 receiver again. That's what you said. And where did you have Aaron Rodgers? You had him number two coming off an Achilles. So now he's over there and he's putting up mediocre numbers with your number 2 quarterback in the league. So don't you go there, Jeff. Don't you dare go there, because that's what you said.
If y'all let me finish.
Go like this.
They were a quarterback away, right? And what happened? He got hurt the first play of the game. No. That was 2 years ago. Defenses aren't the same. They don't last 2. They change every year.
Jeff.
What happened was, listen, what happened was it was a timing thing.
Okay.
If the year was last year, Rodgers got hurt. Okay, it's over. It's done. It was a timing thing. Did Tom Brady win 3 with Tampa Bay? Nah, he won that first year. If he would have got hurt that first year, would he have won the next 2 years? He lost to Dak Prescott. I mean, get out of here. You know, like it was a timing thing. It was bad luck. He got hurt that last season was it. And you know, he still is a serviceable quarterback, but he needs a defense. He needs this and that, and they're not there.
He got everything you've been wanting him to get in Green Bay. See, the reason you shit on Matt LaFleur and Green Bay for the longest time was they wouldn't give him a defense. They didn't give him the right offensive weapons. This motherfucker brought in Alan Lazard for 4 years and $44 million. The motherfucker brought in Randall Cobb. Now he gets Devontae Adams. And he got
the Packers team again.
He has the 2022 Offensive Rookie of the Year. He has the 2022 Defensive Rookie of the Year. He has a time defensive tackle and freaking Quentin Williams. And you're telling me that he needs more?
If the defense can get him the ball a little bit more and hold it down,
crazy.
I think
Jeff, that's crazy.
He didn't throw 1 pick last game. He had 260 yards, 2 tutties.
When you go three and out every fucking play, it's like giving up the ball. It's the same damn thing. Just because you throw an interception on 3rd down, doesn't mean 3 and out's any different.
My team is riddled with injuries, stupid trades, and suspensions, and you couldn't beat that.
Okay.
Get the
every team's hurt. Jets is hurt too. Their whole defense is hurt.
Jeff.
My team was 1 win before this weekend.
Your team was coached by Bill Belichick, and his knowledge is still there. All right, the greatest coach of all time. Okay.
Wait up, Jeff. Hold up. Let me just ask you something. I want to get to something real quick about the Jets. Now, I am the first one to come to Aaron Rodgers' defense. For years, I've been saying Aaron Rodgers is really good. You know, he's a hell of a quarterback. Great thrower of the football. I've always come to defend him. And you know what? Sometimes I think, what if Alex was right? What if Alex is right? This guy is just not coachable. And the older he's gotten, he's become less coachable. He's like that, like the old man that gets really cranky. And he gets crankier and crankier as he gets older. What if he's just not coachable? And you can see it on the offensive side of the ball. What if he's just doing whatever he wants? I'm sure he's not listening to somebody that's not fucking what's his face? Who did they just fire OC? What's his name?
Daniel Hackett?
Hackett. Nathaniel Hackett. I'm sure who is he listening to now? I'm just saying, like I think it comes down to I think there's a bigger root to the problem than just saying
Nah, and I agree with that. And we talked about this before about him not being coachable, and I agree with it. And yeah, like he could get out of his own way and be coached and fucking get the job done. But you know, quarterbacks at that age, they get like they know everything. You know, Tom Brady pushed Bruce Arians out, and what did he do about him? What did he do about him? What did he do about him?
No, he did not. First of all, do not.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Bruce Arians has retired twice before that already.
He just won a Super Bowl, and they pushed him out. Tom Brady pushed him out.
Tom Brady didn't push him out.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
First of all, if he wanted to push out anybody, you're telling me Robert Kraft wouldn't have fired Bill Belichick for Tom Brady? I guarantee your ass he would have.
He never did.
Exactly, because that's not his mentality. He doesn't go after coaches like that, fool. Your guy does. Your guy's already proven it this year. Like not getting.
So Tom Brady and Bill Belichick weren't on each other's throats at the end of the
end. They were, but did Tom Brady cost Belichick his job? No.
No, he left.
And he went to another team. And in his first year, he goes to the NFC Championship, beats yo boy his team, then goes on to win the Super Bowl and becomes officially. I mean, he already was, but he was already the greatest of all time. But he did it in 1 year where your boy hasn't been able to go back to the Super Bowl in 14.
Well, if he didn't get hurt last year, I had him in the Super Bowl. Had him in the Super Bowl last year. This is a new year. Hey, crazy. Jose, did I have him in the Super Bowl this year? Did I have the Jets this year in the Super Bowl? Well, go check my paperwork. I think I didn't because I do. They missed the window.
Jeff,
at the AFC Championship, I'm sorry.
I didn't.
Do you think if Rodgers stays one more year, would he hurt the Jets even more? Because what if they have a really bad year and end up with the top 5 pick?
Hey, Marco, you're out, or are you saying hi?
I was saying hi to Jackson.
Oh. No, like I said, I think he's serviceable. If they can get that defense back to what it was, I don't know how. Like I agree with y'all, and we talked about it with Salah that when he left, it was a bad move, especially because they didn't bring anybody in. Like I thought, if you're gonna fire him, I thought for sure they're gonna bring someone in, somebody, but they didn't. So I don't know what the fuck their plan was. But if they think they're gonna have a decent squad next year, of a decent defense, and maybe they get a new head coach in the offseason, maybe they can, still use them. I still think he's serviceable.
I think their only hope is bringing back Mark Sanchez.
Oh,
as an OC?
I think
the last time they were in the AFC Championship, who was their quarterback? Mark Sanchez.
But Mr. Buffalo.
I think it was like 2011, right?
Now you go on your Cowboys rant. I mean, I think they
go on the rant that makes you happy.
Now I want to hear all y'all's Dak, all the Dak fans first. All y'all that told me he's
I got nothing.
so good. All of y'all.
I got nothing to defend on Dak.
Where's all the Dak supporters?
He played. He the fucking throw to what's the name at the very end? Yeah, that was a nice dot.
Now I can't defend Dak, bro. Like I'm getting sick and tired of him not playing for 3 fucking quarters and then fucking just showing up at the end. Like, bro, where are you this whole damn time? You wanted $60 million,
and he throws the same interception every single time. Same type of interception.
It's so predictable. I'm telling y'all, man, this man has yet to learn to read the defenses. Like, it's crazy how frustrating.
The first couple, that final drive, right? All of those routes were downfield. Like I was like, why aren't they just trying to get a couple yards to get a manageable third down? The game was. I mean, there was not a minute left, no 30 seconds. There was no need to hit verticals on all.
It's a bad team, coached wise, player wise. It's just a bad team.
Fire everybody.
Like that was the one thing that I got away from that. I mean, I took away from that final drive. I'm like, why the fuck did they just try to get 20 yards off?
Didn't the motherfucker throw it into triple coverage?
Yeah.
Like he's an idiot.
God damn, bro. Like, I can't defend that. You're right, Jeff. You know what? You're right. He's more closer to 32 than he is the fucking top 5.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
I was being sarcastic in the chat. Dak is horrible, all right?
And that defense.
It finally took. It's weird that he got paid, and now the season happens, right, where we don't get easy teams to host the whole season, and we have a fluff schedule. Dak is pretty bad.
They
And
showed
I
how
get it.
bad- yeah.
He's a good quarterback, and he deserves some money, but he didn't deserve that max
No,
The
contract.
only thing
that.
that I'll say that doesn't help them out is that they have a bad running game. They got nobody to run the football. It sucks.
It's bad.
I think they're literally last in the league in rushing.
But again, Marco, and I know it doesn't affect this year. It starts next year. But at the end of the day, like when you're getting paid $16 million, you gotta go cheap in other areas. And guess what?
Yeah.
Running back is gonna be the cheapest one for the Dallas Cowboys. These motherfuckers brought in Dalvin Cook before the season, waited until week 8 to finally bring him in. I don't know how out of shape he was, what was going on, but to have this kind of performance after a bye, it's ridiculous. It's like, bro, you were a perennial playoff team despite not having much playoff success in
And they
recent
could've.
years. But damn, bro, like this is how you come out to play? And it's like, oh, look at the final score, look at the box score. Dak threw for 240 with some 2 touchdowns to CD Lamb, but he also had 2 picks. Like it was close to only a 6-point game. No, motherfuckers, this motherfucker does what he does best: garbage time minutes. Like, god damn, like, bro, like I would like I'm gonna tell you, like, I think Caleb had a better game this weekend than fucking Dak Prescott did. And then Caleb did not play good at all. So, you know, like
And that defense in Dallas is so bad. I mean, it's bad, dude. If you actually see it, it's fucking terrible. I mean, I wrote some things down here. They're 31st. They're 31st in points against in 31st, ranked 31st with a team mostly scored against. So they're at the last of the fucking league when it comes to people scoring points on them.
So they're the second most. Yeah, the first is
Jeff's
the
got a
Packers.
sting grin on
They
it.
averaged 28.3 points
Marco.
scoring on them.
Yeah.
What
Now,
about
and
the
you know,
Jets?
the Dallas defense is banged up, but you know what? San Francisco's defense is pretty banged up.
The
They lost
defense, the
Ayuk.
offense.
They don't got CMC. Like that's what they were saying. Like they lost to San Francisco 4 times in a row. Like they didn't beat them this time. Like they ain't ever gonna beat them.
They made
Should
Kittle
not
look
have
good.
beaten San Francisco. Let's be realistic.
That wasn't even the San Francisco 49ers. That was the Oakland Niners. Like they
Yeah,
could not
they're
beat
they're
them.
not good.
That was Make America Great Again for United.
Don't forget to vote next week, guys, or whatever.
forget the vote.
First off, I hate the backlash with him because they're comparing him to Colin Kaepernick when Curry can come out, same concept, and do the exact same thing. I'm just saying. I'm not choosing sides. I'm just saying.
It's true.
I know what side you're picking though.
It's true. And then you gotta pick on the dumbest player. You gotta pick on the dumbest player. That feels stupid. Y'all gotta pick on the dumbest player. He goes up on the conference. It's like, what do you mean by that?
This one guy,
Wow.
he goes, I went to high school with him. I taught him this, and this. He's as dumb as fuck, bro.
He's pretty. If you really think about it, he's pretty fucking stupid.
But that's
Like, he's just stupid.
Either stay out of it or stay in it, but you can't have both ways. You know what I mean?
His opinion should mean less than anybody else. Like
What I'm saying
anybody
is,
else.
the people that were happy with Curry choosing Kamala can't say shit about Boza doing.
Oh yeah.
That's,
I mean-
that's just, it is what it is.
Hey, look, I'm just telling y'all, I don't care who wins. We all lost. It don't really matter. Okay, I'm just saying
That's
what
right.
it is. But I'm gonna go to the comments.
Let's
real
pray
quick.
for America.
Go ahead and cook, Jose. I'll talk about my rant. Cody's asking who wins, the Cowboys or the Jets?
0-0
Draw.
Can they both fucking lose?
Draw.
tie.
Draw.
Tie's close enough, buddy.
It would be called the shit bowl.
Yeah.
Milton says it's always something with the Jets. First team to allow 250 yards or less and lose. Wins the yards battle. Win the time of possession. Won both on offense and defense to lose a game. That's right. I think it's 750 to 1. So they're the first team to do that. But this week, special teams failed them. Bruh, you know what?
I think Dallas is last in team up with time of possession. I think too.
I don't
Kind
know.
of hard.
I don't know. Carolina's right there. I mean, they could be.
They're both.
That's sad to
up.
compare Dallas to Carolina. Though. Jesus.
The Jets don't know how to win. The coaching staff don't know how to win. No one on the team knows how to win, which is funny because they brought Devontae Adams to win. Sarcastically, I think Milton says Jeff's great. We're trying to defend all that shit.
Jeff Bayless, everyone.
He left because Bill let him go. Talking about Tom. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Kraft allowed freaking Bill to decide whether to sign him big or just let him walk, and both mutually agreed to walk. So it is what it is. We lost the goat, and he went to win another title.
But I did want to say one thing. I do agree with y'all about what y'all said about Dak with that contract. There's no room for any other players, right?
Mhm.
And that's what happens with all these contracts. And I think they could have told him like, "Hey, we're gonna give you this much because we need this piece, we need this to help you out." And
I
if
think
he
they
was
did.
like, "No, I want the max," and I would have been like, "Well, all right, we'll go somewhere else then. Go somewhere else and get the
Jeff.
max." You know,
Jeff, your
Bro,
Wi-Fi is as
100%.
ass as
I
the
agree.
Cowboys and Jets.
I agree.
Fix your
pretty
fucking
bad.
Wi-Fi.
it's bad.
It's because we can't. Like you can't. You're not moving in our screen, Jeff, but we can hear you. Like as long as I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Okay,
We can
cool.
hear you. We can hear you.
I really do.
I got you.
Hey, I gotta go.
Team player.
I'll catch y'all later.
Later,
Hey,
Later,
bro.
Marco.
Marco.
I'm playing a
Marco,
soccer game.
man, you just started playing soccer?
Nah, I've been playing the last few weeks.
Oh hell yeah, dude, that's badass.
Yeah,
What do you
we're playing
play?
now. Huh?
What are you playing?
Center mid.
Get out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, bro, I'm cold. What you mean? I go out.
That's
I'm
a
cold.
good position. You control the game.
You know how it is, and make tackles and everything.
Get out of here, Jamie Tart. Have fun. Go win.
Jamie, oh fuck no!
Don't
I know exactly what that
Jamie
is,
Tart
dude.
like that.
Huh?
Don't disrespect Jamie Tart like that, bro.
Damn.
Hey, bro.
Good luck, Marco.
Later, guys.
Later, But no, I agree with Jeff though. Like low key, you got an asset situation. If he's a team player, he's not gonna take as much. So
He's
I
not.
totally agree with that.
He's about his money, and I look at the same time. You take what you think you're worth, and if he thinks he's worth 16.
And I get that, but I agree. I would have done what he said with Dallas in the sense of, okay, I'm going to ask you this, and you say no. All right, you got to find somewhere else. I'll make something else work. Fuck it.
You know what? And Jerry decided not to trust the draft picks with Shador, Quinn Ewers, and all the guys coming out. So he decided, you know what? I might as well just pay Dak. So it is what it is. Milton had one last comment saying A-Rod's a bad leader, sure, but he's the best offensive piece, debatable with Brees Hall. A lot of A-Rod hate, but he's not having a bad season. For what they brought him in, he's having a bad season. Look,
I saw a stat that said he's the first Jets quarterback to throw for 10 touchdowns since 2019 or something like that.
Damn.
What are the other quarterbacks?
Zach Wilson's never thrown for 10 touchdowns in a season.
In a season, maybe like by week 8 or whatever. So he is improved the quarterback play, but I mean,
Yeah,
the
but
rest of the team.
shit,
is
you're right.
fucking-
No, you're right, Jeff. Zach Wilson threw for 9 his rookie year, 6 his second year, and 8 his third year. He never threw for 10.
Yeah,
the whole
he's
year.
he's the first Jets quarterback since 2019.
Good Lord.
That's kind of
But the team fell apart. The team around him fell apart. You know. And yeah, I get it. You want him to be Aaron Rodgers, the young Aaron Rodgers, and all that. He ain't that. You know what I mean? He's 40 years old.
It's not even about young. It's just at least be mid. He's not even being mid, to be honest with you. Jeff. You can't that's the real thing. Like he
looks old. He looks old.
yeah.
He looks old. He's acting old. Does he retire after this year?
His stubborn ass will probably give it one more year.
One more year.
I bet you he gives it one more year.
What do you think, Alex?
I wouldn't want him to retire right now. That'd be fun.
Dodgers just hit a fucking home run.
Boom!
Yeah,
Dodgers.
Damn.
3-5,
So what's the score?
3-5.
5-3? Damn. Single.
Damn.
Solo.
Yeah.
Dolo.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
He
Fuck
said,
up.
keep my
Was
wife out your mouth.
Was there any other games or any other teams we wanted to talk about real quick before we go into?
Let's talk about the Eagles in Cincinnati game. I picked the Eagles to win, but I
Were you impressed?
No, I wasn't impressed by both teams, to tell you the truth.
You were not impressed.
Why the fuck you want to talk about him?
No, because there's so much hype on the Eagles, and I just don't see it, dude. Like I don't. Like the Cincinnati Bengals are
mid
right now, right?
Yeah.
And like week after week, the Eagles are playing below, like where they played against the Browns and they nearly lost that game too.
Okay.
And week after week, people still rank the Eagles like high. I'm like, are we watching the fucking same game, or are we just basing they won the game, that's all that matters? But when it comes to different teams, we like to nitpick it, but we're not nitpicking against the Eagles.
Well, let's talk about it. They beat 3 bad teams, or 3 mid to bad teams. The Browns, the Giants, and the Bengals. I think a lot of the reason why there's a lot of hype behind them right now is because obviously what happened at the end of last season and the start of this season, Jalen Hurts was turning the ball over every game, right? He's how Patrick Mahomes was playing. He was not playing good. He's playing worse than Patrick Mahomes. There was no belief in him. Nick Sirianni, obviously everybody thinks he should be fired after this season, including myself. And so you have all these negative thoughts, right? Yeah, they started out 2-2 guys, right? I believe that's what it was. They started 2-2. They lost to the Falcons and to I forgot what the other team was they lost to. But anyways, like I just think right now what people are seeing, Alex and Jeff, Trey, y'all could correct me if y'all think I'm wrong, is that hey, Jalen Hurts is no longer turning the ball over. Hey, they're running the ball more. Hey, they're actually going with their strengths versus their weaknesses, and it's kind of rewinding the clock to what they were 2 years ago. Trey, what are you thinking about them?
I'm not gonna lie. I see what Alex is getting at. I had a little bit of hype coming this season with them, especially with the acquisition of Saquon. Now, yes, they did lose Kelsey, which is huge, right?
Mm.
What's crazy is you see how important that position is too. I think as well as their chemistry that they already had. But I didn't think it would affect them this much. But yeah, I did have a lot of hype for them, and they've kind of fell short. Now, don't get me wrong; they are starting to pick momentum up. The pieces are starting to fall into place, and they're starting to build that momentum. But I agree. As of right now, I would not expect the Eagles to be where they were at. I would expect them to be higher.
Buccaneers. They got spanked by the Buccaneers. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Jeff, what do you think about what Alex just talked about right now?
I kind of see where Alex is coming from because I don't have Eagles high up there either. Even prior to that game, man, it's crazy. This weekend, Sunday morning, I changed 5 teams games like on our pick'ems, and I only missed on that fucking Miami, Arizona just because I just overthought it. I switched that one, but all the other ones, and it's because of injuries, right? Like I have Higgins in a fantasy league, and I didn't know he was hurt, and then the morning of, I saw something, he's not playing, and dude, Cincinnati without. Like it's either they're healthy, with Chase and Higgins right now. If they're missing one of them, they can't do it, right? They just don't have enough pieces. So when I saw Higgins was out, I switched it, And I really do think if Higgins was there, yeah, it would have been a way closer game. And they were I think Eagles were able to dominate, right?
They've lost every game that Higgins has missed.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you got last, Jose? Did you send your $5?
I think James got last.
Yeah, so that I wanted to ask James because it's weird. He didn't respond to all those messages, and out of nowhere he started responding. But I don't think he saw those. Stuff. Yeah, so I was gonna ask him what happened because he never even did the afternoon games.
I forgot James didn't.
Yeah, so I got to talk to James and see what's going on.
So to be fair, it's got to be James, because if he's responsible for his team. There.
Yeah, he's been in the league, so I don't see and he was up there too. I don't know. I think something happened with his phone or something.
He even responded before the afternoon game, so I was like,
yeah.
And he didn't even go
games, right?
So hopefully, I'll bring it up. I meant to do it today, but anyways, but Cincinnati without Higgins, they can't do nothing. Money. So man, but right now, if I'm looking at Philly or Washington, I'm taking Washington. So I don't have Eagles way up there. That they are like one of those middle of the pack teams. They'll probably be in the playoffs. If they hang around. Do I see them as a serious threat? I need to see some even more improvement from them. So I don't see them. I don't have them high on my board right now.
And Jeff, I think one of the things is, and I don't know if Alex is alluding to this or not, we do have our boys from People's Debate, Jayden. He has his own podcast on TikTok called Drop the Mic. Now today they dropped power rankings, and so this kind of have an idea of how some people are thinking. They did have the Eagles in their top 10. Both the host Jaylen and his co-host Terrence. I saw Stephen A. Smith. On his top 5, Stephen A's list, he had Eagles at 5. So there is a lot of people who are believing in the hype right now. But we also do have to remember, and I think some people are forgetting this, A.J. Brown, outside of week 1, missed a few games. And so ever since he came back, after the bye week, they've been winning every game. So that's another big factor with A.J. Brown, Saquon. This team is, stronger on the offensive side. Now, other than the Bengals, because I will say the Bengals offensively have been a really good team this year. With Cleveland and New York, they've been playing bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive-wise, right? We know what Danny Penny says. We know what Deshaun Watson was. So I can see why Alex is feeling this way. Some people will probably still say that the Eagles are still a big threat to some teams. Well, I would like to see it. I think in a few weeks we do see Washington versus Philadelphia. And I think both teams are riding a good high momentum right now. So we will see how they do it. I am very excited and looking forward to when they do play each other. But yeah, to answer your question, Alex, I mean, I'll say this. I think they are a top 10 team, but they're more closer to 10. Now, whoever, if you want to have like other teams in there, like the Falcons who beat them, the Broncos, because they're doing things that people weren't expecting, I completely understand. But I think I would have the Eagles in there. But just because they're also riding a high momentum right now, there's a 3-game win streak. No matter how you look at it, it's a 3-game win streak. And there's some teams out there that can't even get past 2 wins in a row, but they still have good records. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I just don't like that. Some people
you think like top 5 is like crazy high, right? Like I think that's what you're feeling. Right?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, people nitpick different teams for the teams that they beat, but they don't say the same thing about the Eagles. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I'm like, it's fucking crazy. Like, it's like he's safe.
That's twice. Yeah, that's twice now that dude called him out and he's safe both times. They both are clear, bro.
Just y'all know, people, Trey and Alex are updating us on the Yankees-Dodgers game. They'll be doing play-by-play as much as they can throughout the duration of this episode.
It's still 3-5. There's a runner on third, but I think
it might be a score if it's not a double play.
This is twice now. The first base umpire has called the Dodgers out when it's been clear as day safe. It's close. Don't get me wrong.
It looks close, but it does look
clear. Like you can see the foot hits first.
Ready?
Because what the umpire does, I don't know if y'all know baseball at all. What the umpire does is he watches the foot and he listens for the sound of the pop to the glove.
Yeah, I'm not into baseball like that no more. So I cannot tell you. I cannot answer.
Twice now he's missed that though. Twice.
Close call.
All right, our boy Milton in the comments says, how offensively dominated and been efficient. I think talking about the Eagles. Defensively kept the high-scoring team under 20. Talking about how they kept the Bengals at 17. He also says they needed A.J. Brown, and with A.J. Brown, they are a top 5-6 team. So, yeah, there's people that believe, Alex, that just believe that when you have a full, healthy offense and a good mid, defense, that they're a top team, competitive team. He says thank you because I brought up the A.J. Brown topic. And then Marco in the comments, Dallas versus Giants would be a close game. 2 of the biggest losers. Didn't they play each other already and they barely won? Dallas barely won? Huh? They played each other already.
The Giants' defense is way better. Give me 1 second.
We're talking about Brian Burns, Sexy Dexy, and one. He's not on IR, Thibodeau. But, yeah, that's crazy. All right, fellas. I want to get some basketball talk. Now, obviously, I asked y'all to make a list, and I know none of you made it. So it's okay. Not a problem. We all have busy lives. It's cool. But I do want to ask, Marco asked, can we talk about that one Giants play? Talking about the 2-point conversion?
Bro, that was so ugly, dude.
So I saw it. It's called gate. I mean, they had them. They had it lined up perfect.
100%, but nobody blocked. Nobody did shit. Fucking morons.
The thing was that I don't know if it was a stadium was too loud for them or what it was. They didn't hear the cadence, so they just let the fucking play happen, and he died instantly. Like there was nothing.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. That was almost as funny as the butt fumble.
No, I think we've seen worse. Like when fucking Dallas did it against fucking San Fran with Zeke at center. And
one of my favorites to this day is I think it was the Colts when they tried to do that.
The McAfee shit.
That was terrible. That was probably the worst play I've ever seen.
Against the Patriots.
That was so terrible.
I mean, I loved it because the Patriots. It made no sense to do that shit.
But still, compared to those, like that was still a terrible play.
All right, so guys, I do want to ask y'all with the NBA season starting. Obviously, there's a lot of teams that are looking good early on. Obviously, the Celtics, have their best player, Jaylen Brown, on the court. I mean, I have controversy. Jason Tatum's playing really good right now. But does anyone feel that the Boston Celtics can repeat, or do we feel like there's a sleeper team out there that can really upset them this year?
Who wants to go first?
And everybody wants to say
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say the Magic. I liked the Magic last year, and they're I don't know if there would be anybody's sleeper because I don't think Pablo's sleep. People are not sleeping on him anymore. I mean, obviously he's playing. I thought it was a home run, but
I did too for a second, bro.
yeah, I think the Magic have a pretty good core. Um, and out of the East, as far as the West, the Lakers look pretty good. I've always been really haterish against LeBron James since coming over.
No.
Since coming over to the Lakers. But JJ Redick is in his bag. You know, he's calling a lot of plays to Anthony Davis being more dominant to the ball, and finally not giving fucking LeBron James the ball, where he's fucking dribbling for like 10 seconds and then creating the offense. So
How do we feel about that? How do we feel JJ Redick so far? Like, is he actually like becoming of an NBA coach, or do we still have questions about him?
I guess we'd have to see him in those
More games, more
in those heated battles like against the Dallas Mavericks.
They had a really good game last night with the Suns.
But didn't the Suns start off to like an 0-2 start too?
I'm not here to talk about the 0-2 start.
Nah, they're both 3-1 now.
Yeah, they're both 3-1. Yeah,
I looked
they're
at it
both top
today.
teams.
And the only loss was, Phoenix lost to them. They were up by 20 and lost.
They traded wins, right? No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
Yeah, they traded wins.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I still feel like we need to see more of JJ in those. I guess the tournament was it'd probably be a good
tournament. Okay.
Yeah, it'd probably be a good I guess report card for him.
All right. Trey,
yeah, for
JJ,
I'll go real quick. JJ Redick, I think, I'm not a big fan of JJ Redick, but you can tell at least that he's locked in. He's one that's not going to want to fail, so he's going to be there. I think with his work ethic and his determination, I think he'll be all right. If that team stays healthy, they're good. That's the big if, right? Like if he's going to play AD all hard all season, is he going to stay healthy all season? We'll see. But yeah, I think JJ, yeah, he's real committed, right? He reminds me kind of like he's going to take the regular season serious, right? And I mean, like, is that a bad thing? Probably not, right, for that team because they kind of need to be forced to kind of play a little harder, right?
Yeah.
So I think it might work out in that situation. So we'll see. It's weird. I watched that Lakers Phoenix game, that first one, and I was like, all right, that, yeah, like, man, the Phoenix couldn't miss in that first half, and they were up by 22 and they lost, so with some adjustments and they look good, so and Phoenix too, right? If they stay healthy, they look all right, but they don't have no depth, but that big three looks all right now.
No, but they do finally have a freaking point guard themselves with Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
Trey Jones' big brother. He's been a really good point guard for Memphis and then Washington. So I like that. That's a good pickup for the.
Okay, so that's a new addition. I did see his name out there.
Yeah. So he's a good pickup for them. Trey, overall, how do you feel? I mean, season started. I know you might be busy. Obviously, you just told us a while ago you were ill last week, so I completely understand if you have not been too.
Yeah, I was gonna come straight out and say I honestly haven't watched much basketball, but a little bit of Spurs. But I do notice the way that the Celtics were playing is kind of scary. They were balling out, so I'll just leave it at that.
All right, and I think a team that for me that's at least from coming from the West that I said last year that a lot of people were kind of shocked that I said it, but it came into fruition. I think the OKC Thunder, man. I think they can really make a big splash this year. Chet's looking great in his second year so far, playing really behind against SGA, who should be an MVP candidate this year. I really like how he is playing both sides of the court right now. With Chet Holmgren, but I do think the Thunder, the OKC Thunder, can make a big splash. By the way, I'm very disappointed so far in how it's looked so far. But the Russell Westbrook experiment in Denver is not looking good. He's looking old. He's really making his bad decisions, and I'm worried that, as I know a lot of people have been fans of Russell Westbrook, I think he should really probably consider hanging it up soon, or really consider taking a limited time because he's not the guy that people want him or believe he still can be. I know James wanted him with the Spurs. No, I do not. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, bro. Respectfully. So, um, we'll get into more NBA talk. Hopefully, once everybody here is actually watching a little more and more, and hopefully, I know Alex. There's some things you are looking for with your Chicago Bulls. I don't know if you think they're gonna be a playing team. I say with Josh Giddey. I know you like Josh Giddey addition.
Yeah, Josh Giddey's been a good point guard so far.
Yeah,
I said at the end of last year when we traded for him, I was like,
I'm not a fan of him defensively, but I understand.
but like people were like, oh, we let go of Alex Caruso, bro. Alex Caruso's in his about 30 something. He's not a true point guard. I mean, he was a great defensive player, but we didn't have Lonzo. He didn't create shots for anybody. We have Kobe White's balling. Zach LaVine's balling all throughout last year too. He was playing good, but we needed a point guard. And
How
Josh Giddey,
how old do you think Caruso is?
isn't he 30 something? Isn't he 31?
He's 30. Okay, so I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know if you thought
yeah.
because of the hairline or whatever, you thought he was like
No,
super
he's.
old
I
or
know. I know he's
something.
like 30.
I was like,
But
he's
it
been
didn't,
beat the boy since he was 21. So
it didn't make sense to pay him, and he's not really a true point guard. We don't really have a true point guard in the team.
no, I get it. I mean, when you had him behind Lonzo or playing along with Lonzo, he did look really good with that unit. But of course, Lonzo had those 2 years off because of injury. But hey, as far as Spurs fans, we'll get into it real quick. Alex, just real quick. Um, the CP3 experiment's a little fun, and he hasn't had his best games overall. I think last game yesterday was his best game. Wemby, I'm kind of disappointed he's had a slow start. I think he's taking too many threes, in my opinion. He needs to get into the freaking. He needs to be the big that he was last year. Towards the end of the season, he needs to stop trying to be this guard kind of shit. Like he needs to be the best version of himself. So that's all I gotta say. Y'all got any final thoughts on NBA talk?
Just about that Wimby, you're absolutely right. I think he needs to be more of a force in the paint. I know I've been the first one to say like I want to see the threes happen. That's why he was supposed to be one of these best players coming out. It's not happening. Dude, he's fucking taller than anybody in the NBA. There's no reason why he shouldn't be dominating in the paint. And I think he had 20 boards the other day. To me, I mean,
Last night.
yeah, it looks good on the stat, but like I told people, the dude's fucking taller than like everybody there. I expect him to get 15 boards every night. You know, at least 2 blocks. He had like that. That's the Spurs want to win.
I think he shot for like 4 for 10, which is not good. And then he had the 20 rebounds and 4 blocks. And I'm like, I'm not surprised about the rebounds. I'm not surprised about the blocks. But those points, he needs to get back into what he was. Hell, how he played against Houston on Saturday.
Yeah,
that's how he should have been playing again yesterday. I don't understand this habit of, and he did it a lot during the Olympics finals against Team USA. It's like, dude, you do not need to bring it to the top of the key and then shoot and let the ball out like that. That's not your game style. Now, yes, in that game, he was important. They benched Gobert or whatever. But, like, dude, you don't need to play Euro ball here. Like, how you played the end of the season is what made a lot of people believe you were a top 10 player. So play like that. Go back to how it was. But obviously, team's young. Hell, you know how, Jeff, you know how we had that fucking big lead against Houston the other day on Saturday, and then we fucking let them back into the game and nearly lost a fucking game. Good fucking, and see, I don't know if you saw after the last play, fucking CP3 was like, "Are y'all fucking kidding me?" Like his facial expression.
Yeah.
Like, how? This is what I'm like. Everyone's all happy. He's like Keldon Johnson throwing the ball up. Yeah, we fucking did it. CP3 is like, motherfuckers, we got lucky. The fuck wrong with you? Like, I love it because we need a court general, but
yeah,
damn, bro, like you cannot be giving up those points like that, like how they did on Saturday. But guys, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the video like button, send it to all your friends out there. Do truly appreciate it. Actually, I did have one more basketball topic I did mention on here. How do we feel about Joel Embiid already resting before he fucking even got hurt?
Terrible.
What a schmuck, bro.
Terrible.
Schmuck. Bro,
I mean,
it's crazy. Like, look, we get it. We're not professional athletes, but like if we were all in the same position as him, we playing the game that we love, millions and millions of dollars. For him to say, I think he don't want to play back-to-back games, right? Like that's fucking crazy, dude.
First
Like,
off, bro, I go to work Monday through Friday. I wake up at 5:45 every day and work till about 6 or 7 every day. You're telling me your big ass can't get out there and fucking play 2 or 3 games a week? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Bro,
crazy.
Joel Embiid has not done
Terrible.
anything to earn the right to take any rest breaks like that. First of all, you're not. You know what? I'll give less shit to Kawhi about resting than fucking you, Embiid.
Don't even bring that up. Stay out of that lane.
Hold on. No, Trey, hold on. Good comparison. I know what you're talking about. But the motherfucker at least has had 2 NBA final victories. He has 2 MVPs. Now the motherfucker has a degenerate fucking knee that motherfucker's probably gonna have to
Somebody
be
called earlier in his career, but whatever.
Well, there's only the Spurs do that. He might have to amputate that knee at some point. I don't know if that's actually true, but at this point, fuck it, just get rid of it, Kawhi. You can be 6'1", it's okay. And like Bron and Timmy and Manu and Tony, we know how they've been criticized about resting. Those guys are legends. Those guys earn their fucking rights. Joel Embiid is a 7-foot motherfucker who can't get past the second round of the NBA playoffs. And he thinks he has the right. Philadelphia thinks they have the right to sit this man and let him rest until the playoffs. Motherfuckers, y'all not even gonna make the playoffs. Like that, like with that attitude, you ain't gonna make it. You don't succeed.
And crazy because Timmy's this like same type of player as Embiid as far as being a big, right? So Tim Duncan never came out to like. Did you ever hear Tim Duncan say like, I'm gonna need a break off these back-to-back games? Never, dude. And I'm like, how the fuck if you're gonna be one of the greatest, you're getting paid. I'm pretty sure he got paid more than Timmy. Then
I think he just signed a $193 million deal.
You want to know the part that actually pisses me off the most? Is it's the season just started. Are you gonna say that at the season?
That's crazy.
And you're resting already.
You know what I mean? Like you just got off a summer break, bro. Like, and you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm not playing back to back." Like, if you're in the middle of the season, you're tired, you're injury or right on that cusp. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna say shit. No, you didn't even play the game. Oh, I'm not gonna play back to back.
Right. If you're hurt, why did you play in the Summer Olympics?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You could like that. That's what pissed me off the most. Like the season hasn't even started, and you're already bitching. That pissed me off.
And the motherfuckers out here waving towels in front of players at free throws. Like, shut your bitch ass down. How you get a technical foul on your day off?
Didn't he get a tech for it, and he's getting fined or something? That's what I saw.
Philly got fined $100,000 for the comments about resting.
Good.
Didn't he pick his ass and smell it?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Yeah.
He's picking his ass at shoot around.
I don't know. I saw Klay Thompson.
Like-
I didn't see that.
He picked like a wedgie and then smelt his fingers and then shot a free throw.
Yes.
Oh, well. I Embiid. Well, I'm glad you're not a Spur, bro. I mean, you might be one of the most gifted, talented players out there. I would never want you to be on my team with that fucking attitude, bro. That ass. So Wemby, don't be like that. All right, moving on. Guys, it's the favorite time of the week. I want y'all to name me the 10 worst QBRs of week 8.
Oh shit.
And with the 3 of you, you will have 3 strikes opportunity to fail. Of course, Alex, I don't want you to have a bad batting average, so make these count. James is not here to cheat this week, so let's see how we do. All 32 teams played this week.
Yeah.
But because of an injury, there was a 33rd player allowed into this rankings. I will tell y'all now. I should have probably put Drake May in here, but I didn't. So Drake May is not involved in this at all, so don't worry about him. So you don't have to waste a guess on him. That doesn't mean the other guy's in it, or maybe it does. You never know. But we will see. We do have 10 names up on the board. Trey, can you give me a name?
Just for spite, AR-15.
Fuck. That was the easy one.
Yeah, that was the easy one.
I know it was, but just out of spite, I want to get him off the fucking board. Loser.
Well, you know what, guys? He's getting a lot of rest now that he's been benched for Joe Flacco. But AR-15 or AR-5.
That's what AR-15, AR-5, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. He is ranked. He came in at number 4 with the QBR of 30.3. All right, Alex, give me a name.
Yeah, Caleb didn't have a good game. I think it was 10 for 24, 100 yards. I'm going to go with Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams came in at number 5 with a QBR of
Damn.
36. All right, Jeff.
Man, I really don't have a good one to start off with. How about Daniel Jones?
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Jones came in at number 7
There we
with a
go.
QBR of 38.7. All right, Trey, will you get the first strike or will you continue your streak?
Bryce Young.
Say it again.
There you go.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young came in at number 6 with a QBR of 38.2.
4-7.
All right, Alex.
Fucking Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler came in at number 3 with a QBR of 30.2. All right, so we got 3 through 7 done already. Got a hot shit going on. Jeff, you want to keep it up?
Oh, I don't know. A lot of these guys over here on my sheet, they're all benched. They're all done. Let me see.
There might be a name or two that surprise you on here, just so y'all know.
Really?
Yeah,
You might have to go with a wild guess.
because everybody had a decent game. It was one of those fantasy leagues where weeks where everybody had points. You know what I mean? It's a tough week. Give me. I don't know. Give me Herbert.
Justin Herbert did not make the cut. That is a strike. He was in the top 16 for QBRs this week.
Dang.
All right, Trey.
I'm going to go Geno Smith.
Geno Smith came in at number 1 with a QBR of 10.9.
I had him right there.
All right, so we need 2, 8, 9, and 10.
I got
Number
another one.
10.
Let's go.
Number 10. He came out of the game because of injury. He played decent, but I think the interception is what really messed him up. I'm going to say Jordan Love.
Finally, he gets one this week. Jordan Love comes in at number 8 with a QBR of 38.9.
I got another one. Swing it back, Jeff. Let's go.
Give me. I mean, he probably did him with his garbage time. Give me Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott came in at number 9 with a QBR of 39.2. I'm only missing number 2 and number 10.
I got it.
You got it?
Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
That's an easy one.
Mason Rudolph did not make the cut.
What?
That is a strike.
Holy shit. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Damn. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had that locked, bro.
All right, Alex. 2 or
That
10.
was an easy one, too.
I thought I had it locked. Dead ass.
I told y'all these names might be a hard one because you might not believe that they belong here.
Dude, so that Colts and Houston game was weird.
You already got the Colts player in here.
Dude, I don't want to say, is it CJ? He had a decent game.
CJ did not make the cut. That is a strike.
What did he come in at?
He came in bottom 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he didn't have he didn't have the best game.
All right, Jeff, you already have a strike. Are you going to get your second?
Probably. Did we already say Tennessee's quarterback?
Yeah, Mason.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mason Rudolph.
I think I know we missed one.
Well, then let me go with Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold actually was a top 10 QBR this week.
Damn.
That is strike number 2, Jeff.
That's strike number 2.
Quick question. Did we say Jacoby?
No.
Are you counting that because of the injury with Maine? So Jacoby.
He does qualify. Drake does not. That's what was
So
actually.
Jacoby Brissett.
That is strike number 2, Trey.
Yeah, he tore it up, bro. He was hitting all them third downs.
He was actually top 11 for the week.
Top
Told you.
11? Jesus, that's terrible.
Against y'all's top 15
Guys,
defense.
okay, here's a hint because, actually, you know what? Alex, if you get a strike, then I'll give you a hint.
Because then we'd each have 2 straight.
Yeah, because he only has 1.
All right.
I'm just going through the games trying to remember who.
Like who played?
Yeah, who did what. Trying to.
Fuck.
I just need a name, brother.
Lamar?
That's strike number 2. Lamar is in the top 7. So, okay, here's your hint. Everyone has 2 strikes now. Here's your hint. These last 2 quarterbacks, they won this past weekend.
Damn.
So
What that takes out there.
so you have to look at winners now.
You gotta look at winners.
They're looking at both, though. Damn.
Now, again, they will surprise you.
And what numbers?
2 and 10.
2 and 10.
Oh, I know.
We're opposites, too. That's crazy.
So, Jeff, whenever you're ready.
All right, then give me Kyler Murray.
No.
Jeff, that is strike number 3.
No, I lost this week.
Kyler Murray was actually number
I'll
2.
say- No, I lost.
Kyler Murray was actually number 2 this week.
Damn.
All right, Jay,
Okay.
can you stay alive? Give me a name.
I know. I'm just trying to think, bro. Like, you said they
I
won.
love this game this week. This is so much fun.
This one's hard. This week is hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
No.
Are you looking matchup through matchup?
Literally, bro. Like, literally, I'm trying to go through and look because I don't know. Because somebody's already said Herbert, they won, but he didn't. I mean, he played okay. I know it wasn't Goff. I know it wasn't Hurts. There's no way. Well,
Patrick.
actually,
That's what I was looking at.
what I was thinking was Hurts because you don't consider the rushing touchdown part of the QBR. You know what I'm saying? And he only threw for 230 and a touchdown. And he was like,
guess.
he was like 50%.
So Jalen Hurts, your guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna say he's 10.
That is strike number 3. He actually was number 1 in QBR this week.
Hurts is number 1. Did they consider rushing touchdown QBR? I guess
No, but I think he just had a good passing game.
he did. He was 16 for 20 for 236 and a touchdown.
I'm not. I don't make this list, brother.
Wait, what'd you just say, Trey?
He was
what?
16 for 20 for 236 and a touchdown. So if that's the case, then how is Bo Nix not won when he was 28 for 37, 284, and 3 touchdowns?
I think they rate on like the play and
Oh, my Lord.
and the catchability or deflections.
That don't make no fucking 16 of 20, bro. What? Game's rigged.
Let me. I mean, same thing. Like I said, I didn't think Love had a terrible game, but I think the interception is what knocked it down. I'm gonna say Patrick Mahomes.
All right, so that's strike number 3.
Damn, I thought he was on there.
Patrick Mahomes was actually top 4 this week.
God.
So which one was Nick's?
So Knicks was, he was
He's
number
number 10.
9. Top 9. He was top 9.
Oh, I thought you meant. I was like,
No. Knicks was
Nick was top 9.
All right.
Bum at.
All right. So for number 10 worst QBR of the week, it was Russell Wilson
I was gonna say Russ too, and I was like, that doesn't make no sense. That's why.
with a QBR of 45.4.
That's why I
Damn.
went with Hurts though.
Oh, was it because the red zone?
It might have been.
Yeah,
because
because of the red zone.
it was a lot of. And then number 2 with a QBR of 15.3, Jared Goff.
Damn. What?
He only
Against Tennessee?
I think because he only threw for like 80 yards.
Because they ran on him all day?
Yeah, he ran
that's
on
a
them.
trick question right there.
And they set him up on short field the entire time.
Whoa. What?
Look at Jared Goff's stats.
And it's funny because I literally said just now.
He said Jared Goff already, and I was like,
But sure enough, he did only throw for 85 yards with 3 touchdowns.
yep.
Holy, that's weird. Bro.
But in a
12 for
in a blowout,
15 too.
right?
12 for 15. It wasn't like he had a bad.
Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. That's like that one's a trick for
But I'm not
sure.
gonna lie, I thought the TDs would kind of boost it a little bit, but damn.
So do I.
I don't know if this is a factor into it. He did get sacked 4 times.
Probably.
And that might be, and sacks might be considered a thing because with sacks, as far as team passing wise, it does bring a negative effect in yardage.
Yeah.
So
No,
for
that's
example,
probably exactly what it is.
So, for example, he had 85 yards of passing. Hendon Hooker had 6.
Dog, he didn't do shit, bro. 85 yards.
And David Montgomery even had a 3-yard pass himself.
85 yards, bro. That's
But with the sacks, it brought it down to a team passing of 61 yards.
Yankees bomb, bro. 6-4.
Is it over?
Solo bomb.
So what's the score?
Bottom of the 6-4 right now.
That's close though.
That's a good game, bro. Back and forth.
Bats coming alive.
Well, that's the kind of games I love to hear, guys.
Yeah.
Competitive matchups. But guys, before we go, any final thoughts? Anything we want to talk about?
No, the QBR ranking is bullshit. But whatever.
No, yeah, I think the last thing was Stephon Diggs. Short stint.
Out for the season.
He's out.
Untouched too, bro. Like no contact. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't see the injury. So
when he did, I think he twisted, and then that's when his knee kind of.
I think it was like Gacy going for a dig route, Alex, and then when he turned, that's when his knee popped.
Instantly he started
no touch. The defender wasn't even on him. Like it was on him, but it wasn't touching him. It wasn't like pushing him back or anything.
No contact, bro. He literally was planting in.
So when he turned left, and I guess because his body was going right, it's just right there.
Dude, it was bad.
What are y'all's takes with Houston right now? I mean,
it's sad. I was hoping for them,
but like they're one of the weirdest.
They are playing under expectations. They're underperforming.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Despite the fact with injuries and shit too, with all that's going on. But
Joe Mixon injury in week 2 they hurt the run game.
What'd you say? Say it again. Say his name again.
Joe Mixon's week 2 injury hurt the team. Yes, you might win the bet. He will be a top 15 running back this year.
Been nice. He's been nice,
but he might get injured again and might not. And he might lose the bet. So you know what? Don't jinx this.
I'll stay a little humble.
Yeah. It's only week 8, bro. We're not even halfway into the season yet.
No shit, right?
That's
crazy, dude.
So the Texans play Thursday against the Jets, and their leading receiver is Tank Dell.
Jets winning. I low-key got the Jets winning
because all they got is Tank Dell, right? That's it.
Hey, but if you think about it, bro, all the shit that's happened, and we're not even halfway through the season, that's kind of insane.
Yeah, all the injuries.
AR5 is already benched,
dude. Right? Bryce Young's back in the starting lineup.
I think it's a like you lost the locker room benching, so I think he'll start again the week after. But like dead ass, I think it's like, dude, this is your punishment because you took this for granted. Because Anthony Richardson took it for granted.
No bullshit. He has not been playing that good. He really hasn't.
Yeah, and it's crazy because Trey, he was your guy coming out of college.
I actually thought he was going to be a fantastic player this year. I thought he was. You know how most people have the sophomore slump? I thought he was actually going to have a boom, and he's been underperforming completely.
And I remember I had said whenever he came out, right, I'm like, I really didn't like that his, like, even in college, his game wasn't all that. But then, like I told Trey, like, man, you might be right about this guy.
Because those 4 games last year,
dude, they look good.
Shit, you know what? He kind of turned
fragile motherfucker, but he was playing good. He was balling.
Playing terrible.
I was like, fuck. And then obviously this shit's happening. I'm like,
he's the motherfucker has the nerves. He starts with 2 for 15. Now I get it. There's some drop passes. Like Josh Downs had a big drop that was like kind of pissed me off. But like you start 2 of 15, and then he runs this play. He avoids a sack. He runs right. Doesn't even get a yard. The way they hit him, I really thought they hurt his hip again. But to tap out and say, oh, casually just say, I don't know, I was just tired. What the fuck are you thinking? Mm-hmm. You're not an old lineman. You're not a wide receiver, or like you're not, dude. You're respectfully, like your brain is what's you got to use the most on that field. But you're not any of these other motherfuckers that have the right to, like, if they need to tap out for a second. You're the quarterback. You're the leader.
Yeah,
like that's so crazy that he casually just thought, you know what,
dude. I'm not gonna lie though, that blew my mind though, because when he tapped out, I was like, oh shoot, he's hurt. I thought he came back on like the next play, and I was like, wait, what? What the fuck happened?
And it's so stupid because he tapped out. They bring in Joe Flacco, and they just run a fucking draw, and it's like you couldn't have stayed for that. You couldn't have just stayed on the game to hand it off to JT. Like, really, we're gonna tap out?
I brought it up to our other thread, and they were like, oh, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. For me, I brought up Stafford whenever he dislocated his fucking shoulder, hauled ass down, knew he was in pain, spiked the fucking ball because that was the next play, and then was like, "Oh, my arm," you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird for sure.
And I mean, I think this team, if he doesn't get it together, he's done. I really do think like he's gonna be a career
I
backup.
hope not, because I swear he does have talent, bro. That's sad.
Yeah, but if your immaturity is gonna bring us down, then what's
Yeah.
the point? Fucking Jameis Winston out there is fucking balling out for fucking Browns, and his career fucking missed 30 for 30. So
He's got his 15th opportunity. So let's take it.
hey, I love it, bro. It was funny. I don't know how many people thought about it. That was like divisional matchup, new QB. Man, that might be a sneaky game for the Browns. I didn't pick them because why would I, right? At that point.
Yeah.
But like, bro, the momentum kind of like felt like kind of right. It's a divisional matchup. The Ravens sometimes don't do that well against division rivals. So I think they got the Steelers in a few weeks, and they really need to get those wins. So, hey, Trey, Ravens versus Broncos. You think your boys got a shot?
Realistically, no. Hopeful, sure, of course. I'm being real.
Dude,
Now, the way
They played the worst pass defense in the game right now.
that's what I'm saying. The way we played last week, even though it's a shitty defense, like played
okay, past couple months during the summer, you had no fucking idea.
no, I didn't watch college ball, so I've seen his highlights.
No, I'm not talking about like ball. I'm talking about as your team. Like,
Oh yeah,
you had no fucking confidence in
To
this
be
team.
honest, none of us did.
bro. If you look
That
back,
team.
they gave us 5.5 wins for the season. We're at 5 right now, right? 5, yeah, 5 and 3.
Yeah, you're 5-3.
Easy money.
So yeah, trust me, I was just hopeful that Bo would play good and we'd do okay.
Hey,
Two
just like
surprising
Pittsburgh.
teams.
Just
Huh?
like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I would have thought 6
Oh,
and 10 for them.
Ain't no way. Everybody made a joke that's why Tomlin benched Fields because they were doing too good.
We got to bring you back a little
Yeah,
bit.
we
guys.
got to hit that 9 and 8, bro. Got to hit that 9 and 8.
So two surprising teams. To me, Steelers weren't surprising, but the Broncos were being that good on defense, especially,
Defense is
and the Chargers.
Yep.
Two teams that
I
are
just think the Chargers are doing
really
pretty good.
shocking. Even though I mean, like I think are the Chargers just one game above 500 or two?
4 and 3.
They're 4 and 3, I think. Yeah,
4 and
Yeah,
3.
but
yeah, 4 and 3.
But
yes.
still, even
Yeah.
for what their roster was constructed as.
I just need the Chiefs to lose a couple, bro. I'm over it. I'm over it, dog.
dude, I was looking at their fucking schedule. I'm like,
It's so
how
easy.
how the fuck does the NFL do this? Like,
It's so easy. They're setting them up for a 3-peat, bro. It's so easy. It's annoying.
it's crazy.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't give them like the easiest route the first 2 weeks. They just pulled it through. Like
Yeah,
Ravens
I
and
agree.
Bengals, like that's not easy, bro. Like respectfully.
No, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, I'm just over it.
Who they got next?
Next week, is it their bye?
I don't remember.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Wait, I think Chiefs are Monday Night Football. Buccaneers.
Oh,
Oh,
Bucks.
that's gonna be a good game.
No, if they have Mike
injured
Evans and
Bucks.
Chris Godwin, it would be a
They
good
got
game.
no receivers right now. I think Evans is still
Raiders
hurt.
still doing cute, bro. Don't worry about
Still
it.
looking good. But yeah, if they were healthy, I would probably take Tampa in that game. If they were healthy.
Tampa could have upset
I'm
them
gonna
if
take
they were
Tampa
healthy.
for fun.
What are the
For funsies.
odds, right? The fucking Chiefs are playing
The
good
Chiefs
teams
are-
while they
The
get
Chiefs
hurt.
are minus
get hurt.
9 favorite.
I'm taking the Bucks, bro.
Oh man, it's okay. They get the Broncos in 2 weeks at Arrowhead. Maybe you can get an upset.
That'll be a good game.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope our
Defensive battle.
defense is good against him.
And then we gotta. Then who's gonna wake up that morning in 2 weeks for that Giants Panthers game?
That's so sad.
Who's gonna wake up for that Germany game?
I'm gonna wake up for it just because I like football enough and it gets my day going. But
Hell no, I ain't waking up for
I'm
that.
gonna. Well, my body always wakes me up at 7 anyway. So
Daniel Jones versus Bryce Young. Hell no, I'm sleeping
Nah, yeah.
in.
Even for y'all, like to watch that game last night over the Spurs game. I must really love football. 'Cause I was watching that.
Oh,
Spurs game.
I had multi-view.
I had both. I was hopping back and forth.
I had Dodgers, football, and basketball.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers or Pittsburgh. What was it? Giants. No way.
Hey,
I'm watching
It was
that.
actually a decent game.
No, that was better than the fucking
It
Cowboys
was a
game.
decent game,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll tell you that.
Hey, I stopped watching that Cowboys game after halftime. It was just too.
I'm
boring.
surprised
Oh, that
you
was
turned it on.
That was horrible.
That what you shouldn't have watched. But last
was
night's
bad.
game was not bad, dude.
It was all right.
It wasn't like, oh my god, like entertaining. It was good though.
Hey, Tracy kept him alive. Damn it!
Hey, Tracy was running his ass off, bro. That kid might be nice.
It wasn't Daniel Jones. He was.
I heard he took the starting spot over.
I think so too.
Yeah, he did.
He was running,
But then they said he got a concussion at the end of the game. Or
Good
like,
You know what
fuck.
it was? I didn't see what it was.
yeah.
But he runs low key. He runs like Pacheco. He runs real hard downfield. Like
Yeah.
he's nice.
Yeah, fucking Chiefs get all the goods, right? They got fucking Uche from us yesterday. They got D Hop and they fucking got Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, I know I'm booty juice in our
three-peat.
fantasy league, but Trey in the other league, I'm looking nice.
Motherfucker, you are
I'm
3
doing
and 13
terrible.
already.
Hey.
How the fuck did that happen?
That's what I
I'm
was telling
fucking-
Jose
I'm
before I
I'm
before we
back.
got on. Like I'm doing terrible in every league because I don't even pay attention during the week, bro. I'm so busy during the week. I don't look at my phone. Bro.
Hey, Alex, do you like the media now?
No, fuck no. They gave me 8 losses. I got to fucking play catch up now.
Bro,
You lost it twice already with like less than a point.
Dude, I
right?
already got a hold of that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I lost it with a 0.8, I think, this past week with the medium.
And the week before, you lost it too. By like
But I bet you
Two
$1 million
weeks
when you
before.
get that median win, you're like, yeah, I fucking love the median, bro.
I still love the medium. I still love the
hate
medium.
it.
I love the median.
I mean, even without it, I'd be 7-1 right now. Whereas I'm 13-3 right now with it.
Hey, I'm 3-1, 3-13 or whatever the hell it is. I'm good. I'm good.
Dog,
I'm not.
I am literally
I'm
in
not
one of my leagues,
winless.
My
Jeff,
dynasty
it was-
league, I am 1-7.
Jeff, you played Tony. That's why you fucking
Hey,
won.
hey, it's a win. It's a win.
And you barely beat him by like 4 or 5 points.
Hell yeah! I had like someone on my. I started someone with 0. Rico didn't play at the last minute. Thank God I didn't need him. Like what? That was kind of weird. How did they just announce right before the game he ain't playing?
Dude, they've
That
been
was
doing
weird.
that a lot recently. You saw that?
Yeah.
That's such
Yeah,
a
like
fucking
Debo fucked my brother-in-law in one of the other fantasies a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that one was
When he
that
left the
was-
game?
That was sick.
Yeah.
Though, so that's
He
a
had,
little.
he had
different.
pneumonia or some shit, right?
Yeah.
pneumonia.
So
He was in
that
the
was a
hospital
little
for 2
different.
days.
Like, what was the one this past week? He was supposed to play, and then they were like, "Oh, he's not gonna play."
Higgins,
Actually,
Rico.
Higgins
Yeah.
was the one.
Higgins was a late scratch.
Yeah, if you don't check, you got to check the hour before the game because
100%. I literally tell
it's
Chris
crazy.
in one league with me. I literally tell her to check 30 minutes before.
You have to.
That's why I have Adam Schefter and Ian Rapp as my it's like when they tweet, I get the signal for it because
Yeah, you get the notification.
if they say something, I'm like instant like okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, because they are the first to know. Yeah.
yeah. So, but guys, that was Puro Pinche Sports After Dark.
Yeah.
There's definitely an insight into our fantasy football league. I am now in second.
Ooh.
Jay took first place with I think he's only up by like 10 points forced or whatever it is. So yeah, so I don't know. Maybe Alex will come back and take my spot. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just missing Nico Collins right now. Deadass, my team just like didn't play good this past week. That's all it was. You know, and fucking, you know what? If Philly gave the fucking ball to Saquon for 1 fucking touchdown, I
God,
would have.
damn, dude.
They gave him all the hurts.
No bullshit though. That's why I
was
would probably never, ever go with the Eagles running back.
Yeah, because they're not gonna get that
But
1 yard
But
touchdown.
Saquon's been like the number 2, number 1.
He's
running
been
back.
killing it until you get to the 2-yard line.
Like, why wouldn't you like try to save your quarterback and give it to Saquon? That makes no sense.
It's just an easy play. You can't stop that play, bro.
You can't stop Saquon either. That's what's crazy.
You're not wrong. You're not.
Like you have 3 rushing touchdowns. You can't give him 1. Like,
You know who's
that's all I
been on a
want.
downward spiral? It's Kevin and James.
What do you mean?
Like their team, I think they started like 6-2.
I mean, yeah. Hey Art, if you're ever listening to this, I don't want you to win. I don't care if you beat me this week. I hope you're eliminated.
But we started a long season. How many more weeks do we have of fantasy?
6.
I was gonna say 6 or 7, right?
Yeah, because it's up to week 14, and then week 15 is playoffs.
Dude, it's so fast, dude.
It
This
is, right?
season. It's
We're already more than halfway in.
yeah, it's already almost over.
I got James bitch ass next week.
I got Tony.
See, I don't even know who I'm playing, bro.
I can't be the first one to lose to Tony. That's all I'm asking.
The only thing I've
for.
looked at is that I got my ass beat. That's about it. That's as far as I go.
See, like I don't even consider like facing Tony a guarantee win. I'm just like I'm praying that I'm not the first one to lose to him.
Yeah, that's the embarrassing. It's gonna be one of us. I'm pretty sure.
He's 0-16, bro. Like that's
Is he really? See, I didn't even know that. I knew he was doing bad, but not that.
well because he had Kelsey and CMC as his first 2 draft picks.
Oh,
And obviously, Kelsey didn't score his first touchdown to this past weekend. And then CMC's been out,
Yeah, and he's had a lot of injuries and shit.
he's supposed to come back next week or this week, whatever this.
I think they said like the Bucks game, which is I think week 10 or week 11.
Oh, I thought it was this week. Maybe it is.
No, CMC's on the track.
And then Jordan fucking Mason. Oh, that was another. Well, no, he went out, but still, he's been in and out.
Bro, and Lewis's league, some dude who had Jordan Mason offered me Jordan Mason for Nick Chubb before he came off IR and for Josh Jacobs, and I was like, "Are you stupid?"
For both of them?
He wanted me to give him both of them for Jordan Mason.
Yeah, get out of here.
Like I was like, dude, and first of all, he has CMC in his IR. I was like, so you want me to give you the best running backs I could possibly have other than Derrick Henry, so you could have a stacked running back lineup with CMC, Josh Jacobs, and Nick Chubb? Bitch, get the fuck out of here. He's like, I thought it was fair. And you're fucking stupid. Like, god damn, bro.
Yeah, the only thing fair would be like 1 for 1, and that's it. Mason ain't no fucking.
And he was like,
God.
well, what if I include Terry McLaurin? Bitch,
That's what we didn't talk about. Speaking of God, the Wayne Wade statue. That's what I was like, man, there's something we're not talking about. I couldn't think of it.
Bro, all those memes are so good, dog. I fucking love them. I
heard,
literally can't get enough of those memes right now.
I'm more mad that he accepted it.
Yeah, he was.
They
said he helped create it. That he was there, like helping, like.
So none of y'all knew before I sent it to y'all because I didn't either. That's what I was asking.
Which one?
I don't think
he was the one that helped. I'm the one
he helped.
Tweet to y'all. I didn't know until I saw the tweet.
Either.
He helped with that shit. Good lord, why would you?
Because this is the thing. This is the statue is of who he thinks he is. This immortal god.
Thanos or what?
And everybody was like, "That dude, like, what the hell are you talking about?"
Bro, with his new shit.
What's funny is if you look at the tweet I sent before it's actually like bronzed, it looks okay because you could tell there's a beard compared to his face.
Oh,
go back.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, but when it's bronze, it looks like shit because it literally just looks like a face.
I was like, why did he take Zac Efron's chin?
Wait, let me see if I can find that tweet.
Nah, it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know what they were thinking.
What's worse? What's worse, that one or the Cristiano Ronaldo one they made? Like
Cristiano Ronaldo's
yeah, that one's bad.
Have you seen the one of Cristiano Ronaldo and he's Thor and he's looking back with the hammer and then it's
yes,
it's Thanos with Wade.
Yes. I fucking died when I saw that. I was like, that's so good, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay,
like,
look, I found it, Jeff. This is the one. Where's it at?
Jeff, he literally was in the studio and he was like, yeah, this is right. And then when they asked him about it after they revealed it, he was like, well, this is an artistic view of what my expression was.
It still looks funky, but it doesn't look as bad because you can see the beard. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little bit more narrow. Yeah,
it's a little bit there, and it's distinguished. You can kind of tell. But once it's bronze, you can't see shit.
It's horrible.
It literally looks like a fourth chin.
Yeah,
it was terrible. That shit had me dead when I saw that.
Trey was right. He looked like fucking pretty Squidward.
Dude.
Squidward.
Yeah.
I was fucking dead. That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, that's handsome Squidward, bro. What the fuck?
That was so ugly. And the fact that he was like, yeah, this is this artistic view and this is how he expresses himself. I'm like, bro, that's the woman inside you saying that. There's no fucking way the man in you said that shit at all.
And then on top of that, he said during the conference, they made it a bit like a soundbite. But he was like, who is this guy behind me? And I was like, oh my god, bro, that just made it so much worse.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on.
You know what? But he knew Jeff would be watching and said, this is how Jeff sees me.
I was freaking dead, dude. That's
the god of Wade County.
The god, this is my house.
I thought it was fake. I really did for the longest fucking time.
Yeah, horrible.
I love it. But thank you, Jeff, for bringing that up.
Yeah,
it was part of
I
the
knew
cover.
it was something we forgot.
It was part of the cover, so I was like, did I bring everything up on the cover? And I think I did. So
terrible.
I think we're good there, fellas. I think we can leave it off with the god of Wade County.
Yeah, that's a good ending right there.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching. You're listening live or on demand, however it was. Thank y'all for joining us for the fun conversation. I tried to end it like 23 minutes ago, but fuck it. Sometimes we just get into conversation afterwards, you know. Puro Pinche Sports after dark. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't fall asleep this time, so you know.
There you go. He was trying to get out of this after 45 minutes. But guys, continue watching the World Series. Hopefully we have a game 5. You know, obviously that's what Alex and Trey will be doing right now.
Bottom of the 7th, 6-4, New York.
There you go. So,
Milky.
but guys, thank y'all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the good stuff. Follow your boys. No more Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys, New York Jets talk. They are done until they are above 500. For the Professor Alex Cruz, for Jeff Delusional Lujan, for Trigger Trey Parker, for Meteorologist Marco, I am Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out. Thank goodness.